So yesterday I was watching Robin Hood, and I'm just amazed at how the movies that you watch when you're a kid are still kind of interesting. I know it didn't do like really well in the box office when it first was released in the movies. I don't think they had the really good cinemas like they do now. So it's sort of a failed movie of its generation. But I'm pretty sure with all the sales that it must have propelled afterwards, I'm pretty sure it must be selling okay now. It's at least on TV like quite often. It's one of those movies you'll see on TV more often than other movies. Because I know like I watched it quite often when I was a kid, and it's still showing on TV. So obviously, it's a movie that has quite a few fans. Um, but I was amazed because I was like going, "Oh, Robin Hood, don't really want to watch it. It's so old. It's like I've already seen it like 500 times." But I sort of kept my cool, and I just sat down on my chair and I started watching it. And I was like, "Oh, I can't look away from it. Like I know exactly what's going to happen." Um, but I just didn't want to not watch it either. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. I haven't watched this in like 3 years. So it still has its like interesting points, but it is a little bit violent, but it's not too violent. There are heaps of other gory movies more violent than that, but yeah, no, it wasn't a very big disappointment to watch it at all. It has heaps of drama, heaps of pitches, like highs and lows, some good angles and stuff. So, and it sort of climaxes really well. So, it's not a bad movie at all to watch. I just thought like I'd be like, oh, this is so boring. Like I've seen it already, but I actually watched it and I was like, oh, I don't want to stop watching it now that I've started watching it. So, but I haven't seen it in ages. Like I used to really like, a few of the characters on the thing, and I was like, oh, that person's so hot. Oh, I like the way like they do this, and I don't know. But I used to have my picks of who was hot and who was not in the movie, and um, but yeah, I like the way like there's a lot of drama in it. Like, oh, there's 1 minute there's something dramatic happening here, another minute there's something dramatic happening there. So it's sort of like it's got like ever going drama throughout the whole entire movie, and yeah, it's really nice. It had a lot of things that a lot of movies don't have, and it has nice scenery. The funniest thing is forests are so boring, and you have like this group of people settling there, and it looks like really quite interesting, you know. But when they take out all those flames, it's like too bad everything's flammable. Everything's made out of 100% natural fibers, and which is like very flammable. So obviously, when the soldiers attack, it's like really bad news for the little forest village because everything in the forest is like flammable. So they didn't they didn't do anything to protect all that wood and stuff that they built from the flames. So I'm pretty sure some cultures had some sort of paste that they used to make to be able to protect wood and keep it non-flammable, but they obviously didn't have it in that village. And I like how like there's a bit of fog here and there, and there's some water here and there, and the settings, like the scenes, are quite nice. Nice, like classical scenes, which you might like have thought a place like England to have. And you don't see a lot of those sorts of settings in anything but pictures and books. and stuff, and you're like, oh, in a movie, like, I can't think of many movies that have actually used that kind of setting in a love story based drama movie. So, yeah, so I thought it was good. Yeah, basically. I'm waiting to see a new movie in the cinemas. I think it's like on its last, like in this next week, but in this week. So if who I'm trying to see the movie with doesn't want to go tomorrow, I might see it Wednesday morning. So I'm gonna, I forget what it's called. I think it starts with a C. Bombshell. It's about some chicks being scrutinized by fucks or something and sexually harassed. So, if whoever I want to see it doesn't want to go tomorrow, I'm going to see it Wednesday because it's on its last week, pretty much, you know. So I'm going to go screw that. I'm going to see it by myself. And it should be good. Should be good. Should be very good. I should have seen it on Saturday, but they were sulking because I didn't want to see it. But after I had like a little nap, I said, "Oh, I want to see it now." So there's just a couple movies I've seen. Oh, one of them is I'm going to see the other one I saw, but yeah. So what would I give something like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves out of 10? No, out of 5. I know, I guess because it's so watchable, I think I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I know it's not the best movie in the world, but it's pretty good, and it's got a lot of good points about it, even though nothing's perfect and, you know, and anything, but it's got a lot of good points, and you can watch it definitely over again, so I know, like, for a lot of people, 4 is a bit high, people would more like it give it 3 or 2, but I think that's what a person wants to give it, but I think it's still watchable, so that's a pretty good movie if it's watchable, I think. And it does have a lot of interesting points.